Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. We are at the end of October and we were going to have Portsmouth and Hull, but we've managed to make it into the third or fourth round of the Carabao Cup. Fourth round, it says there on screen. So today we're going to have West Ham, who are a Premiership side, and Hull, who are not a Premiership side, they're third. So they're looking to be a Premiership side. That's going to be the two games for this episode. Since the last episode, which was at the end of August, we've played quite a few games and we've gone on an unbeaten run until very recently. First up was a 2-2 draw against Sheffield United. Richmond Boyake scored the opening goal for Sheffield United in the first half. In the second half, a quick-fire double from Dani Salvagione puts us 2-1 in the lead. Then Aaron Shibola on the 63rd minute makes it 2-2, giving both teams a point, but it was a match where we should have probably won it. Next up was a 3-2 victory against Nottingham Forest. Ivan Bulger-Basic with 2 goals, Dani Salvagione with a goal for us as well, Alan Payne and Alex Stanton with the 2 goals for Nottingham Forest, a good 3 points there. That was followed up by a 0-0 draw against Watford, which had a total of 1 highlight for the entire game. Then into the Carabao Cup third round, we end up going through this one against AFC Wimbledon, a 3-1 victory in the end. We went 1-0 down thanks to Glenn White, then Tyes Browning scores an own goal on the 18th minute, Ivan Bulger-Basic on half an hour, and then Paul Oakdina on the hour mark makes it 3-1, gives us a victory, puts us into the fourth round against West Ham. Back into the league and a 2-2 draw with Burnley, local rivals Burnley actually. Ivan Bulger-Basic and Andrea Damianov with the goals for us, Jeff Hendrick with a penalty, and Tomislav Jordanov with the goals for Burnley. It was an equal game. I think a draw was kind of expected. Just 3 days later, we had to take a very long trip down to London to play Fulham, but luckily for us, it did result in 3 points. Michael Gasser and Clive Todd with the 2 goals for us. Thiago Macedo with the goal for Fulham, 2-1 victory in this one. Michael Gass is playing at the moment because he wants to play football, which is fair enough. He's a professional footballer. I'm not giving him any games. And so far, he scored twice in the time that I've said, I'll give you some games. Next up in the league was a 3-1 victory against Colchester. Shane Lavery put Colchester 1-0 up early on in the first half after just 9 minutes. Then on the stroke of half-time, Ivan Bulger-Basic makes it 1-1. Dani Salvagione then gets a quick-fire double, once again, in the 59th and 61st minute, giving us a 3-1 victory and 3 valuable points. Then, against mid-table Brighton, I don't think they were at the time, they are now, but I think they were like 17th, 18th at the time, we got battered. We got battered 4-1, and it was all basically Johnny Davison's fault, the goalkeeper. We were 2-0 down at half-time, Shane Cornhill on the 33rd minute and Brandon Wilson on the 42nd minute. Into the second half, Shane Cornhill once again in the 58th minute makes it 3-0. Joey Guest scores in the 73rd minute, making it 3-1, and then Shane Cornhill finishes off his hat-trick right near the end of the game in the 86th minute. It's a pretty terrible defeat, to be honest. And then finally, the match that I was going to show you, but haven't, Michael Gasser and Ivan Bulger-Basic with the 2 goals against Portsmouth, giving us 3 points. That does mean the league table looks a bit like this. It's not terrible reading. We are just 1 point off automatic promotion. Huddersfield are running away with it, so I suspect Huddersfield are going to be the team that we're never going to actually beat. A bit of injury news. The reason why Johnny Davison played is because Leonardo Suarez, he's been injured for about 2 months now. He's only got 2 weeks left of his injury, so he's almost back. Bit annoying that he did get injured. Also, our new Serbian goalkeeper, Edin Halilovic, also got injured. So, he's actually just come back and he played against Portsmouth, but he missed all those games as well. Another player who's missed quite a few games is Emmanuel Cisse, the centre-back. He's torn his abdominal muscle. I can't remember, he's been out for quite a while. Let's see, yeah, so he's missed from the AFC Wimbledon game all the way through to now, and he's still out for another, 2 to 4 weeks. We are 1 victory away from a Carabao Cup quarter-final, and looking at some of the teams who are still in the competition, you've got some pretty average sides in there. I mean, you've got Hull, you've got Exeter, you've got Leeds, you've got QPR, you've got Blackburn, obviously, Fulham, Newcastle, Luton, Leicester. I mean, I'm not really sure, because obviously we're quite a distance in now. Some of these teams, I think they're kind of mainstays in the Championship now. So we're not in a terrible position. If we can get past West Ham, who are sat, I think, mid-table, like 12th or something like that in the Premier League, we could maybe get a reasonably easy tie in the quarter-final and actually have a Carabao Cup semi-final. The starting lineup we are going to go for against West Ham. In goal is Eden Halilovic, Steve Simpson, Xavier Bulistics, Joey Guest and Jamal are the back four. Jamal's not in the back four. I keep doing this. Cesario Vieira is going to be the left back. Nsiala and Michael Gasser will be the two central midfielders. Damjanov will be an inside forward on the left-hand side. Clive Todd is going to be playing on the right-hand side. Ivan Bulger-Basic will be partnered by Paul Oakdina today because Danny Salvagione is not playing very well the last couple of games. Considering we're a long way into the game now, there are a total of 4 real people playing. Angel Gomez, is he any good? He's not terrible, and he's only 26 still. Who's he wanted by? Not that this matters. He's wanted by Leeds. So, they've still got some real players in there. That's fair enough. Team talk wasn't too bad. But, this guy. I've got a new assistant manager. His name's Sam Page. He's a real person. He's currently a footballer in real life, I think, but he's an assistant manager on this. He's not terrible. He's better than Sasa Juric, whatever his name was. 5 minutes in, there's a highlight, and it looks like it's going our way. Cross comes in, it's cleared by King. Kadir. Across to Willis. Willis runs over the halfway line. Plenty of West Ham players forward. Kadir through to Gomez into the penalty area, into the back of the net. It's not going our way, the first highlight. I don't know what I was talking about. This could be an absolutely terrible match because I can see us getting battered. King with a throw. Todd gets it clear back to King. Who's that? He didn't have a name. His name didn't turn up. Gasser intercepts the ball. Oakdina. Bulger Basics making a run. He's got plenty of space to run into. Keeper's coming out to him. Saved by the keeper. It wasn't a great effort, really. Luis is going to get it clear. Halilovic with a goal kick. Angel Gomez, I think he's gone off injured. Luis wins the header. Willis runs forward. Plenty of space to run into. Kadir cuts the defence in half and Halilovic makes a save. Corner for West Ham. Willis takes it. Chambon's there, but it's cleared. Willis is going to get the ball back into Rice. Rice back to Willis, I assume. He's played it out wide for Willis. Is he going to keep it in? Yes, he is. But we are going to tackle him. Give away a throw on. Diodario with a throw now for West Ham. Great tackle by Vieira, but Chambon gets it. Rice, Chambon into the area. Takes a touch, crossed in. Willis is at the back. Has a go, hits the post, and Fabri Chambon on the rebound. Makes it 2-0. We're not going to a Carabao Cup quarter-final. I was actually saying we could make a semi-final. We can't even make the quarter-final. There's another highlight before half-time. Damjanov intercepts the throw. Joey Guest. Vieira. Gasser. Gasser's forward ball to Oakdina. He does get there first. Bulger Basics there. So's Clive Todd. Clive Todd's put it in at the back post. It's 2-1. The game's not over yet. We could be in a Carabao Cup quarter-final. Another highlight before half-time. Nicholas. Rice. Willis is making a run. That was a great ball. Willis has got one player in the box. Kadir is there. It's 3-1. We're not going to a Carabao Cup quarter-final, are we? Half-time, it is 3-1 to West Ham. Sam Page has done a decent team talk there. Well done. Right, tactics. Vieira, get off the pitch. Jamal, you should have started. I can only but apologise to you. Just past the hour mark. We've had no highlights in the second half at all. It doesn't look like we're going to get enough goals to get us back into this game. I mean, a goal now for us will be massive. Bulger Basic through doesn't get far enough. Rice is going to win the header. Well, not the header. Kadir. Plenty of space to run into. Takes it round one. Has a terrible effort and it's actually nearly gone off for a throw on. 75 minutes in. Danny Salvagione is going to... Right, we're changing everything about. We're changing absolutely everything about. Right, Bulger Basic, can you... Sure, you can play there. Swap you two over. Right, that'll do. Bulger Basic, he's kind of a utility man now. I've played him on the wing quite a lot. So he doesn't do too badly on the right-hand side. Never tried him on the left. Shaw with a throw on. Is that Luke Shaw? Willis, he's been a massive pain for us. Crossed in, doesn't get very far. Todd collects the ball. Long ball upfield to Salvagione, who's not going to get there. Nsiala, Oakdina to Danny Salvagione. Across to Clive Todd, who's probably our only good player. Bulger Basic's been tackled. Rob Holding's got it clear. Header from Joey Guest. Cleared once again from Joey Guest. Nicholas. Midway through the West Ham half. Cleared forward by Jamal. Salvagione's not going to win the header. Gasser, first time pass. And Shaw cuts it out. Kadir. Across to Chambon. Jamal can't really catch him. Chambon's running into the area. Crossed in. Kadir's there. In the middle. It's 4-1. It's a pretty convincing defeat in the end, but it's a Premiership West Ham. And Bula Sticks has picked up an injury. Looks like it says it's a bruised shin, so hopefully that's not going to be something that's going to take him out for a long time. Corner for Willis. Guest gets it cleared. Back to Willis. This is going to be the final highlight of the game, isn't it? Okdina clears. Luis doesn't have enough time to do anything. It's a 4-1 defeat. It's the Carabao Cup. I don't care about it. Bula Sticks is out for 1 to 3 days. That's not terrible. Right, let's give everyone a rest because we really need to do that. And then move on to the Hull game, which is in 3 or 4 days' time. Let's forget about the Carabao Cup because we're not going to be in it until next year now. So, today, 4th place Hull. They've just dropped down a place because I assume Fulham drew 0-0 with QPR. So that put them ahead of everyone else. If we win today and Watford lose to Fleetwood, which I think Fleetwood, considering they're not on that list, they're 20th. If we win today then, and Watford don't win, if we win and Watford don't win, we will go into 2nd place. However, Hull are clearly up there for a reason, and I mean they're in inconsistent form, but they did just lose 5-1 to Chelsea, which is almost as bad as our 4-1 to West Ham. The starting lineup we're going to go for then at the KCOM Stadium against Hull. In goal is Edin Halilovic because we don't really have any other goalkeepers. Back four of Steve Simpson, Xavier Bula Sticks, Joey Guest and Jamal. Midfield pairing of Michael Gasser and Gaishal Nsiala. Clive Todd will be partnered by Cesario Vieira as a left winger today, although he's not an inside forward. I'm giving him a try on the wing because he's not very good as a defender, but he used to be a wonder kid. When we signed him, he was a wonder kid. He's not anymore because we probably destroyed him. So I'm going to give him a go there because he can play there. And we are playing Damjanov there usually, who's not a left winger either. Up front is going to be Ivan Bulger-Basic and Danny Salvagione. In a massive contrast to the West Ham side, Hull have pretty much all real players bar 3 people. Goodwin, Saidi and Kelly. Everyone else is real when they're starting 11. I'm fully aware that we have yet to win a game on camera this season, and I don't want it to be like that season from a few years ago where we went most of it without actually winning on camera, but we still finished like mid-table. First highlight of the game, and the ball is in our penalty area. Sadie back to Kelly, 2 of the new gens. Kelly in the middle to, not sure how to pronounce his name. Is that Elliot Embleton? That is Elliot Embleton, isn't it? Bowen in the area has a go. Halilovic makes a questionable save and Jared Bowen's made it 1-0. We are already 1-0 down. 15 minutes or 16 minutes on the clock and we're losing to Hull already. I'm already going to demand more if the game lets me. Halilovic with a free kick in a questionable position. Salvagione should win that header but doesn't. Goodwin on the halfway line to Saidi. Saidi's got 2 players for company. Nsiala gets the ball. Simpson, Bula Sticks, Gasser. Forward to Salvagione. Bulger-Basic's making a run. Vieira's ball forward to Bulger-Basic. That is a great pass, and it is a questionable shot, but saved by Will Mannion. Mannion with the goal kick. Upfield, Bowen doesn't win the header. Salvagione gets it. Where are you going to go? Backheel to Gasser. Nsiala needs some options. He's facing the wrong way, really, for options. Gasser, forward to Salvagione. Can he cross it in? Bulger-Basic's there. It is 1 apiece. He gets in front of former Blackburn player Matteo Gabbia. 37 minutes on the clock and another highlight. Gasser, ball forward. Salvagione's going to get there. Bulger-Basic's in the middle. Crossed in. Bulger-Basic's there. Mannion makes the save. Probably should have done better with that header. Half time and it is 1 apiece. In the other game of interest, Ethan Ampadu, I assume, our former player, has put Watford 1-0 up against Fleetwood. So Watford currently will move into 2nd place. I think we might be in 4th, 5th, 6th. Don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's still kind of too early on to really care. We are 5th, and that's more down to our goal difference than anything else because we keep conceding ridiculous amounts of goals against teams that we really shouldn't be conceding so many goals. 1 hour played, and we've got a highlight. Jamal with a throw. Salvagione across to Nsiala. Forward, Bulger-Basic's not going to get anywhere near that, and for some reason we let Sadie run onto it. Castro to Bowen, the goal scorer, into Elliot Embleton. Don't do it, Elliot, you bastard. It was always going to be a former player, wasn't it? We've got so many now, and it was always going to be one who scored against us, and immediately there's a highlight. Nsiala to Joey Guest, Michael Gasser across to Vieira, Salvagione, back to Vieira. We've not seen a huge amount of him on the left wing, have we? Inciala, he's got plenty of space for... That was not the pass, was it? Gabbia gets the ball. Cleared upfield, Saidi. Runs forward, ball to Castro, intercepted. Gasser gets it. Guest, ball forward to Bulger Basic. Salvagione's in the middle. If he can find him, he's gone it alone. Why did you shoot from that angle? Jamal's going to get the ball. Okay, we'll have a highlight here then. Throw on from Jamal. Salvagione, Inciala, edge of the area. Where are you going to go? Steve Simpson was making a run, but it wasn't a great pass. Mannion clears. Steve Simpson does get it back, though. Where he's got two players on him. Crossed in. Todd, little flicked header. Gabbia gets it clear. Bowen gets it clear further. Castro on the halfway line. Sadie is making a run on the left. He's gone it alone, and what was that idea? Where did that come from? Corner for Hull. In the middle, Gabbia's there. Cleared by Jamal. Jindu Fuchs has an effort, and it's going to be another corner. Bowen again with a corner. Castro with a head over the bar. It's not going well. We need another goal. I'll take a draw here. 67 minutes in. We're going to bring on Yunus Guts on the wing. He's not actually a winger. He's going to be an advanced playmaker on support because he can play there naturally. Adam Fenton is coming on as a Mazzala. Sure. Defensively again. What is this mess? Right. Vieira's dropping back. Not that that's a great idea. Jim Glendon's coming on. All three subs. Let's just get a goal and demand more, please. Embleton with a free kick for Hull. He's had a go. It's just wide of the post. Don't score another one, Elliot. Into the final 10 minutes, and I'm not sure we're going to get anything out of it. So it's going to be 2 more defeats. We've got a highlight with 2 minutes left to play. Embleton. Fuchs. Kelly forward to Saidi. Embleton again, pulling the strings in midfield. Saidi runs down the left-hand side. Got 2 players in the box. Castro's one. Castro's had a go. Halilovic didn't really save it very well, but he managed to keep it out. 5 minutes of injury time, and we are only 2.5 minutes in, so this is probably an actual highlight. Guts forward to Bulger Basic. Salvagione's there if he needs him. He's gone it alone again. Stop being greedy, Ivan. We've got a corner. Fenton takes it. Cleared by Tame. Guts again. Where are you going to go? Inside to Gasser. Gasser across to Fenton. 2 minutes to play. Fenton to Bulger Basic. He was offside. That went in, but he was offside. And then another highlight immediately happened. What's happening here is a corner. There's 30 seconds left. What's happened? We've got a highlight. What? What's going on? What's happened here? Have we scored? It's just showing a replay of the own goal. Castro's had a go. It's saved by the keeper. I'm not sure what went on there. Well, it's full time. It's a 2-1 defeat. Getting angry again. I shouldn't get angry. Disappointing. Sam Page is disappointing. Nope, aggressive. Always aggressive. And Joey Guest is now injured for 7 days to 2 weeks. Which means Ben McNally, Cisse and Joey Guest all injured. We are running out of centre-backs. That result is actually a very disappointing result because it's dropped us out of the playoffs. There's a lot of teams still in and around the playoffs. Basically, right now, all the way down to 11th, 1 win, and if results go their way, they could move up into the playoff spaces. So we need to break free. We need to be where Hull are. We don't want to be where we currently are. Next episode, we're not going to go too far into the future. We're going to go Aston Villa and QPR. 2 teams that are 18th and 17th currently in the table. 2 teams that I assume are performing below par, which means we might beat them, although they'll probably beat us. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.